Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space. I hope you enjoy. The Human Scam, written by WS_18. What do you mean my registration is invalid? It's right there on the paperwork, Captain Khan exclaimed. He had more experience than most dealing with newcomers to the galactic stage, but these humans were some of the most dim-witted beings he had ever met. Sir, your ship is not USC 1172 compliant. By United Sol Commonwealth law, that means your registration is not valid and your ship cannot fly within human space. Without the certification, we cannot allow you to enter the system. Captain Khan shifted his robes, making sure that the Laverian royal crest, at the base of his neck, was clearly visible, before pointing at the stamp at the bottom of the page. But it says right there that I just passed inspection at Lavera 3 weeks ago. I know that, sir, but they don't test for USC compliance yet. Oh, and let me guess, you're the only ones that do. Unfortunately, yes we are. Great, Khan thought. I should have known I'd have to bribe myself through customs. Funny how that works out. So how much do I owe you? Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I've already sent the requirements for certification to your ship. If your guys can bring your ship up to standard on their own, it's free. If you'd like some help, you can always hire one of the consultants we have on station. And exactly how long will it take to do that? In case you haven't already noticed, the captain said as he gestured to the royal crest. I'm here on state business with the ambassador, and we're on a very tight schedule. I'm aware of that, sir. You'll be out of here by this time tomorrow at least, and the delay has already been accounted for in the travel plans you received from Earth. It's standard procedure for all new arrivals to human space. Fine. The captain stormed back to his ship, wondering why he was forced to put up with these antics from the newcomers. When he arrived, he went straight to the Manic's office in engineering. Manic had been the crew's IT specialist since before Khan had even been licensed to fly the ship. So, if anyone could meet whatever bullcrap requirements the humans had sent, it would be him. Hello, Captain. Been browsing the wrong Galnet sites again. Not this time, Manic. These jerks want us to pay a bribe to get some kind of certification to cross the border, but they gave us an out if we can get the spec on our own. You think you can take care of this? He asked as he pulled up the list on his tablet. I don't know. What do they want? Together they started going over the list. It was nearly 20 pages of heavily bloated legalese jargon, with a little bit of technical specs mixed in here and there. The first few pages would be easy to take care of, although neither Khan nor Manic could understand the point of any of it. Who cares if the navigator spent his free time online when he wasn't busy plotting a jump? It's not like he had to do anything once they were in the hyperplanes anyway. So we just unplug a few wires here and there and we'll have a third of the list wiped out. Yes, but the crew won't be happy once they realize they're what we unplugged. No, well, we can always plug it back in as soon as they give us the certification. True. Each item on the list was more ridiculous than the last, and by the end of it the humans were asking them to rewrite significant portions of the ship's software from scratch to prevent scenarios that were just outright impossible. They couldn't possibly believe that the hyperdrive could receive any inputs from anywhere other than a nav console, right? And that was one of the less absurd changes humans were demanding. Can we take care of this by tomorrow morning? The first 10 pages or so, yes. Should be pretty easy, but after that, though, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I didn't think anyone outside of the shipyards has ever even seen that code before, and even if I somehow had access to it, that's still at least a few months' worth of work. Crap! You're telling me that we have to hire their consultants? I guess so. Reluctantly, Khan reached for his communicator, picked a number from the list included with the specifications, and made a call. The next morning, a small team of humans arrived at the docking tube. The one at the front stepped forward and addressed him. Hello, Captain Khan. I am Anne Jacobson from Sol Space Consulting. I understand that you need help obtaining your USC 1172 certification? Yes, that is correct. Okay, my team and I already have the necessary software, so I'll just be a matter of updating all the computers you have on board. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes per computer. Khan wanted to call the humans out in the scam that they were running, but he knew better than to insult the only people who could help him get the certification he needed. Great, I'll let my tech guy Manic show you where to go. For the next hour or so, Manek led the humans around while Khan tagged along behind them. He didn't know what their update was really doing, but the ship's antivirus software didn't raise any red flags, so it probably wasn't doing anything too bad. What's the update for anyway? He decided to ask once the last computer on the ship was ready to go. I'm not allowed to share the details yet, said Anne, but last year we discovered a major security flaw built into the operating system that comes with every single ship designed by Orcs Industries. We're working with them to get an update rolled out, but they were moving too slowly for our liking. We were taking matters into our own hands. Orcs Industries? They've built just about every single ship ever sold on the side of the Stingray Nebula, since the humans were still riding around in the backs of animals. Do they really think they know better? Well, thanks for fixing that for us. How much do I owe you? 100 credits. Keep the receipt, though. I have a feeling Korax might have to pay you back once this is all sorted out. Once Khan had his certification, he set off towards Earth, already planning to the conversation that he would have with their leader once he got there. 5 months later, Khan's communicator bleeped, and he pressed the button to accept the call. Hello, is this Captain Khan of the Labyrinth Royal Navy? Yeah, that's me. This is Gahern from Orcs Industries. I'm calling you to inform you that your ship has been recalled for a major software security issue. Any Orcs certified shipyard will be able to make the necessary changes free of charge, and beginning next year a new version of the software will be required in order to pass inspection. All right, thanks for letting me know. With that, Khan ended the call. Luckily, he was already docked at the Royal Navy shipyards for some routine maintenance. He made a quick stop at the front desk and put in a request for the update before heading out into the station to enjoy his day off. The next morning, he went back to the front desk to check the ship out of the shop. He scanned the invoice, making sure everything looked right to him. He noticed something missing. Hey, I don't see an update I asked for yesterday mentioned anywhere on here. When I plugged into the computer, it told me that you're already running the new version. We didn't have to change anything, but you're good to go. How can I be on the new version already when it just came out yesterday? Dunno, maybe your tech guy signed you up for some kind of beta program? The timestamp from those files were about 5 months ago. 5 months ago, you say? Does this update have anything to do with the certifications the humans have been pushing on everyone who crosses their borders? I'm not familiar with anything like that. Well, that's the last time anyone touched these systems. They said something about a top-secret security issue, and wouldn't let me in unless they updated my ship first. Huh. I heard they reported the bug in the first place, but I had no idea they did anything to help fix it. Well, that's the only place it could have come from, so I guess they weren't scamming me after all. Do you know what the update is supposed to fix? No. They're keeping it really quiet about it. Seems like the kind of thing they don't want anyone to know about until after it's fixed and everybody on the new version of the software. All right, thanks anyway, Han said as he paid his bill and started preparing the ship for takeoff. As the ship set off for its next diplomatic journey, Khan found a few cybersecurity books written by humans to pass the time during the flight. He doubted he would understand most of the technical details, but he hoped that he would at least be able to understand enough to figure out what this mysterious security issue had been. And if not, he could always share books with Manek and see if he had any ideas. End of story. Story number 2. Raw Magic, written by Ozzy Endeavor. Humans are not special. They just got stupidly lucky. No, listen. Everyone thinks humans are oh so wonderful because their bodies have the magic capacity of a fucking star. But just look at how oblivious they are to it. It's not like they practice magic. Hell, they don't even think it's real. The human home planet Earth, stupid name by the way, it is just perfect. But that is not a compliment. It has the perfect gravity, plenty of water, solid, liquid, and gaseous. And an ozone layer, a large moon, predictable seasons, a stable axial tilt, a calm star, even a fucking gas giant for a bodyguard. Earth is perfect, and so the lucky bastards have never had to use magic like the rest of us. Our planet never had an ozone layer, so we had to learn shielding magic. The poor Jacqueline, they were tidally locked, so they were forced to develop both fire and ice magic. Don't even get me started on the Quaye. Poor bastards didn't have any magic left after the supernova catastrophe. Humans haven't learned any magic, and because of that, they have never used it. Even if they aren't using it, they are still generating it, just like all sapiens. The magic just has to build up over the generations, and as the population exceeds an ungodly 8 billion, the magic has utterly engulfed the solar system, leaving a trail of raw magic in its wake as it soars across the galaxy. And do you know what's even worse? The dumb Fecks in the government want to contact them. How stupid can you be? Who knows what will happen if anyone gets close enough to one of them? That much raw magic, concentrated yet unrefined, they might as well be living EMPs, end of magic pulse. In case you didn't know, there is a reason that every star system orbiting behind Sol is sterile. The raw magic inside of and surrounding humans is just too much for the universe to handle. It's like a supernova. Every single second, if we contact them, we're doomed. No other way around it. Not even our shielding magic could stop them. Nothing can compare to the raw magic lying dormant in their souls, just waiting to be unreleased on us all. After I finish my speech, I look up at my granddaughter, expecting to see a look of agreement, maybe a touch of fear. Instead, I find tired eyes staring back at me. Sure, Grandpa. Let's get you back to bed. End of story. I would quickly like to thank the T5 channel members and Patreons. Caspar Arnholtz, Cam Maxwell, Lord Azrakal, It's Difficult to Pronounce, Dragzoon WRE, Holly's Sister, Arcadian. Thank you very much.